Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Oscar, and in today's video, we're basically going to talk about my keto journey for these past 40 days. I jumped on the keto diet again. I was on it before, back in 2019, and I was on it for about 6 months. It actually worked for me. I lost about, I'm going to say maybe 20 pounds when I was on it. It was the only diet that was working for me. I've tried so many other diets. I did like I don't know what it's called, but it's like you would do meal prepping. So you would have like 8 meals during the day. And then you also had to do a workout. So you had like a workout plan. I did that and it did work for me when I tried it back in 2018, I think. The thing is that I'm not a cook, so it's very difficult for me to try and cook something that's really good and still healthy. And so honestly, I was on that plan, but the food was not good. And coming from someone that doesn't know how to cook, I felt like I was eating cardboard. Like the food had no flavor. You were so limited on how much seasoning you could add, how much salt you can eat. There were times when I honestly thought of actually mixing everything and actually getting one of those tubes where it goes down your throat and like just swallowing it so that I can get that one meal. And like it was draining to try and get all those meals in, especially when I knew that the meals were not good. So it's something that I wasn't looking forward to. And I was hungry most of the time. I did have a lot of cravings on that diet, but this one here on keto, a lot of the stuff that happens is that a lot of your cravings, at least your carb cravings, go away. For me, it was a little bit more different because I got a lot of sugar cravings, and I'll get into that in the upcoming videos. And so when I heard about the keto diet last year, I did a little bit of research and a lot of the results were really good. So, I had tried other diets, so I really had nothing to lose. I jumped on that, and then within the first month, I saw a weight change. I was excited. I was honestly excited because the food that you get to eat on the keto diet was food that I really liked, food that I really enjoyed. So I was actually looking forward towards the meals. For those of you guys that don't know what the keto diet is, it's basically high fat and low carb. So basically you can't have any sugar, you can't have any carbs. Like if you're into like pasta, for example, that's something you're definitely not gonna be able to have. If you're a candy addict, then this one might be a little challenging for you because there is no way that you could eat candy on this keto diet. But there are a lot of stuff that you could buy that are sugar-free and taste honestly really good, which I'll get into in the upcoming videos. I decided to get back on the keto diet because I felt like I was overweight and a lot of the clothes that I have wasn't fitting anymore and I felt very uncomfortable. I just wasn't happy with myself or happy with how I felt. Over the holidays last year, I gained a lot of weight and you guys probably see me and you're like, what are you talking about? But honestly, if I took off my shirt, yeah, that's something else. But anyway, so last year, like around Thanksgiving, I think that's when it kind of all went downhill because, so it was Thanksgiving. You know that we always overeat on Thanksgiving. So the mind is very powerful. And I think what was going on was I was just telling myself that it's the holiday, you get to eat all this food. You should give yourself a break. You already lost the weight. I don't know if this happens to everybody, if it was just me, but when you're starting a diet, it's kind of always hard because I feel like the mind is so powerful. We make up all these excuses, or I make up all these excuses. It's the weekend, let's just have a cheat meal and then we'll start again Monday. And then a holiday comes by and it's like, it's the holiday, let's just go ahead and have a cheat meal. And then it's during the week. Then your mind's like, well, I already had something bad over the weekend, so might as well just finish off the whole week eating bad and then we'll start fresh again next week. So, those were all excuses that I was making. So I'm not sure if anybody else has that same struggle. Our minds are very powerful, so we gotta make sure that we take control of that. So on the first and second day on keto, everything was fine. I felt normal and nothing different. But on the third day, that's when I started feeling a little off. I did start feeling a lot more lazy, not having enough energy. So the working out was not on my head, to be honest with you. And they do recommend to take it easy on your first week of keto. So if you're one of those persons who goes hardcore on your workouts, you may want to take it easy your first week on keto. Listen to your body. Your body is going to tell you whether you can take that or not. So I would recommend maybe taking some walks or just a light workout. Now, some people do get the keto flu, and the keto flu is basically getting the same symptoms as a flu, and that is just your body transitioning from using carbs for energy and now using fat. Last year and this time when I was on the keto diet, I really didn't get the keto flu, but it may be different for you. So if you do want to learn a little more on that, if you're about to jump on the keto diet, you may want to maybe do a little research as to what you can do to avoid that or what you can do to help it. So in the first week of keto, what I was doing for breakfast was like sausage, egg, cheese, and avocado. And for lunch, what I was doing were salads. I love salads, so I would do like Caesar salads. And one of the things that I love about the keto diet is that you could eat a lot of salads and you could use the dressing. So you don't have to feel that bad about using dressing. The only thing you do have to take out are croutons. For dinner, what I would do was a quesadilla. So that was just basically cheese, that carb manager tortilla, and sometimes I would add a few slices of turkey. All right, so I'm gonna weigh myself. It's kind of scary. But I am 190. So 190, and that's what we're starting with. So I'm 190 pounds, and my goal is to reach 65. That is the goal. If I don't reach it, that's fine. I'll continue working on it. As long as my clothes fit a little better, that's basically all that matters. I just want to feel much better about myself and the clothes that I wear. I actually want to do a salad with some plain cheese and some ranch, and then some chunky white tuna with some mayo, salt and pepper. Let's see how this looks. So there it is. It's just a plain salad, some cheese, some ranch, and some tuna with mayo. I know, not that exciting, but honestly, I'm actually craving this right now. I know. When you first get this app, it's gonna ask you to create an account. It's gonna ask you about your weight, your age. So a lot of that personal information, and it's gonna ask you what your goal is. So if you have a specific goal, make sure to enter that correctly. And you could always go back in there and change it if you want. But anyways, this is based on the goal that I want, which is trying to get around to 165. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to scan and enter the food that you're eating. You could always search it, but let me just show you guys instead. All right, so remember we hit the scan button, and basically, oh, there it is, it's scanned. And there it is, you see it up there. So then that is, what do you think, 1 cup? I'm gonna say it's 2 cups. So 2 cups, add. Let's see how we're looking. Nice. All right, that gave me another gram of net carbs, but this is the one that we need to make sure we're hitting the grams of fat. So you gotta make sure you're hitting the fat. Otherwise, this is gonna take a little longer. So that's one of the biggest things. You have to make sure that you're consuming the right amount of fat. And it's fine even if you go a little bit over. The only thing you have to watch out is the net carbs. So those are our enemies. So it's Friday night and I don't feel like cooking. So I think what I'm gonna do is go to Five Guys and get a cheeseburger or a lettuce wrapped cheeseburger. Maybe a double, we'll see. And add some pickles, jalapenos, maybe pepperoni. I don't even know if they have pepperonis, but if they do, we'll add pepperonis and get a Diet Coke. So that's basically my dinner for a Friday night. So these right here are really good. I've tried these here, Slim Fast. It's kind of like a meal replacement, but these actually do make you want to go to the restroom. It gives you that feeling like you want to go to the restroom. That's these right here. So another good sugar craving killer is this. And so when it comes to chips, I kind of miss having these. These are some of my favorites. But now, gotta eat these. Or you could also have some of these. Keto diet worked for me because a lot of the recipes that they have are super basic, super easy, and they're very delicious. A lot of the stuff that you get to eat is stuff that I already like. So it wasn't going to be a challenge for me on the cooking. So that right there was a huge plus because I don't know how to cook. The other reason why I jumped back on the keto diet was because last year when I was on the keto diet, I didn't have the time to be working out, but I still lost the weight. And that to me was a huge plus because in a lot of diets, you do have to work out. And I'm sure in this diet, you do have to work out. But for me, myself, I just didn't have time, but I was still able to lose the weight on that keto diet. But I do feel more alert now. I'm a little more focused. And I know at the beginning it was kind of hard. A lot of people do give up once they get the keto flu. I was fortunate and did not get the keto flu, so I was very grateful for that. But if you do get the keto flu, try and hang in there. I know that's the worst part of the keto diet. My sugar cravings are still not under control, but I don't know if it's because I'm eating all these sugar-free keto snacks. It could be, I don't know, but I'm probably gonna stop doing that for a bit and see if that goes away. I get my cravings like at, I don't know, like around 6 p.m. or 7, and they're not really bad, but I do crave something sweet. And I mean, a lot of those keto snacks are very helpful for that, but you do have to be very careful. So I, for example, bought like 3 boxes of these chocolate sugar-free snacks, and I would find myself eating like 3 or 4. So it's very dangerous. It was dangerous for me. So I think I'm gonna hold off on that and probably not purchase that anymore. So I'm gonna see if that makes a difference. And I'll let you guys know when I do another update on the keto diet. I'm gonna continue the keto diet because I wanna be able to feel comfortable in my clothing and I'm not there just yet. So probably in I don't know, 2 or 3 months, we'll see where we stand. And then, I mean, if I feel like I need to continue, then I will continue. If I feel like I'm good to go, then I'll probably will finish off. I don't know. So there was this one weird thing that I was going through when I was on the keto diet, and I don't know if, you know, some of you guys that are on the keto diet are going through that as well, but I get this satisfaction of seeing other people eat stuff that I can't eat. Like, for example, hot Cheetos. I mean, I miss the hot Cheetos, but I would just love seeing people eat. I don't know why, but it was so weird. I don't know why, but it was weird. So if that's something that you're also experiencing, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know if that's maybe just something that, you know, I'm going through. Is that something normal? I don't know, but let me know in the comments below. If you're on the keto diet or you've been on it, let me know what your experience was in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys were going through. So if you're on the keto diet, or maybe you want to jump on the keto diet and you want to learn a little more about it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell to get those notifications when I upload my next video. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to go over some pros and cons. This is, remember, just my experience, and this is what I feel were pros and cons for me. But the first pro was that it is a fast weight loss, so you do lose weight pretty fast. On the other diets that I was on, it did take a little bit more time. And on this one, you kind of see results right away. Another pro is that you don't get as hungry as much. And me being on those other diets, I was always hungry and I was getting all these crazy cravings. And with the keto diet, you kind of just don't think about carbs. It's weird, but you just don't get these crazy cravings. Another pro for me was that there were so many recipes on the keto diet. There's so much that you can eat that, I mean, for me, was just great because I don't know how to cook. I don't know how many times I've said this, but I don't know how to cook. So for me, finding recipes online or on Instagram was super easy, and they were super easy to do and delicious, by the way. Another pro for me was that there are so many keto products out there now that if you really don't feel like cooking, you could just go buy something. You really don't have to, but it just makes it easy for those days when I really have no time to get anything. I could just literally go to Target or like Knottfield or I don't know, Walmart and get a keto snack. You guys, so there weren't that many cons for me, I felt, but one of them that was kind of challenging or a little difficult was being on keto when you're out with friends and family, because sometimes your friends and family want to have stuff that you can't have. But once you get the hang of the keto diet, you kind of start figuring out what you can and can't have. And like, for example, on the video I showed you guys when I went to Five Guys, I had a burger but no buns. It was just a lettuce wrap burger. And to me, that was still very delicious. Okay, another con is that you do sometimes get oily skin because you are eating a lot of fat. So that's one thing that is not so bad. If you have the right skin products, you'll be fine, no big deal. And honestly, you guys, for me, those were the only two cons that I had. I can't think of anything else that was bad. Luckily, I didn't get the keto flu, so for me, that was a huge plus. But hopefully you don't go through that. And if you do, you'll get through it. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions. I did ask on Instagram if you had any questions to let me know, and I was gonna go ahead and answer them in the video. So if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. The first question is, what do you do when you have cravings of food you're not supposed to have? So I don't get carb cravings, but I do get those sugar cravings. So when I do get the sugar cravings, I go ahead and munch out on a keto snack. Next question is, what's your favorite keto meal? So my favorite keto meal is a quesadilla with those carb balanced tortillas and the cheese, and sometimes I'll add a little bit of turkey. That right there, I eat almost every single day. So I think that's my favorite keto meal. What's the most weight you've lost on keto? So last year when I was on the keto diet, I lost over 20 pounds. And that was in a period of like 6 months. But remember, you guys, I didn't work out. So it was just eating the right food, or at least the keto food. How long did it take for you to see results while on keto? So I lost over 10 pounds within like the first 7-10 days. So I saw results instantly. Can you have fruit while on the keto diet? So fruit does have sugar, and what I do have sometimes, like once in a while, is strawberries. So I'll have like maybe a cup of strawberries and you'll be fine. So if you guys add that on your carb manager app, you'll notice that you could have a few. That's also good when you're having those sugar cravings. Where do you get your keto recipes? So I feel like nowadays there's so many recipes out online, but what works for me is following these keto Instagram accounts. They post so many simple recipes that are super easy to make, and I don't know how many times I've said this, but I don't know how to cook. So a lot of these recipes are super easy. How do you figure out the net carbs? So I honestly use the Carb Manager app to figure out how much I could take a day. So for me, it's like 20 net carbs a day. It might be different for you, it depends on the goal. But when you are creating this account, it's gonna ask you, how much do you weigh? What is your goal? So once you create your profile, it's gonna tell you how much net carbs you could have. And once you use the Carb Manager app after like maybe a month, you're honestly gonna know. It's weird, but you just know what you can and can't have. Like I was scanning everything and putting in my breakfast, my lunch, and dinner so that I know how much I have left of net carbs to take for the day and how much more fat I gotta take in for the day. So that's what helped me. How hard is the transformation from eating unhealthy to keto? So for me, it was very hard getting on the keto diet, like jumping back, but I'm sure with any other diet, it's gonna be hard for you to like jump on it. And I think after like the first week or two, you kind of get used to it. And if you see results, then that's what kind of motivates you. But if you are a carb addict or you love sugar, then it might be a little more hard for you. But remember that your cravings do go away, or your carb cravings go away. And who knows, maybe your sugar cravings will go away as well. And I actually remember, I think the first time when I was on it, my sugar cravings were controlled. Like I didn't have that many sugar cravings. So I don't know why it's different this time, but I mean, I think it is because I'm buying all these keto sugar-free treats. So I'm maybe thinking or tricking my mind that it's okay to have all these, keto snacks. So I guess it's hard just jumping on it, but after the first week or two, you'll be fine. What's your weekly diet plan? So I honestly don't have a weekly diet plan, and this is one of the reasons why I love this diet. So like for breakfast, I'll have like 2 eggs, cheese, avocado, and bacon. And that's my breakfast. For lunch, I'll probably have a snack or a salad, like a Caesar salad. And for dinner, I'll probably have like a quesadilla. If you guys were on the keto diet before or you're on it right now, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. What are you going through? Have you lost any weight? What are your thoughts? Let me know. I would love to know. So I lost 13 pounds. For some people, that's probably gonna be like, oh wow, you can't really tell. But I could definitely tell on the clothing. I was losing the fat places where I didn't know I was gonna lose it. Like for example, my love handles, my stomach, that has been diminishing. So it looks a lot better. And like I said, my clothes fits a lot better. All right, you guys, so that's the end of this video. So if you guys have any questions or if you're on the keto diet, I would love to know. Please make sure to leave a comment below. And if you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to get those notifications when I upload my next video. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. All right, you guys, so those, I love the shrimp Alfredo pasta. Shrimp Alfredo, Alfredo shrimp pasta or pasta. Hey Siri. It's not working. My favorite keto meal is keto meal.